What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you're now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you'll see a Patreon account. You click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try, recommend movies and music and trailers from the react to, so click the link. Now, with that being said, we are here today with a special guest. You saw him last week. He's here again. It's Del Boy from Movie Mash / The Third Reel. Go check his channel out. Today's his birthday too, so say happy birthday in the comment sections. He turned
21.
He turned 21 again. Yeah, you know. But yeah, so we're here today to talk about some fun stuff. But before I get into that, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this damn channel. I need it in order to get this video pushing so we get more videos like it. Make sure to show that support. So today we are talking top 5 rated R movies from the 2000s and up. I mean, if we were gonna do like the whole like vast genre, like from the beginning of time until now, it'll be ridiculously long and hard. So I'm going to break it down into 2 sections. So the first one is from the year 2000 and up. And I know in the UK you guys have a different grading system, but yeah. I'm pretty sure anything over 15 might be good. So I think we'll be okay. So what are your thoughts? How are you feeling about today's topic, sir?
First of all, hello. Cheers for having me back on. And second of all, actually thought we were going to do an of all time.
No, we're gonna break it into 2. It'll be it's too complicated to do 2. To do 1. I feel like the list is going to be too hard to pull from. And then on top of that, I feel like we're going to be hella biased and pull a lot of stuff from like from below the 2000s. Because I mean, like,
pretty much all of mine were below 2000. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be kind of hard to do that. So let's go ahead and start pulling this stuff out right now. Let me get my list. I couldn't even do it, dude. Like, I couldn't. It was so freaking complicated for me to like try to pull to try to make a list. But I mean, let me go ahead and get the ones that I feel like you haven't seen out of the way. And the reason I'm gonna do that first is because, like, obviously we have to both come to an agreement on our top 5 list because we have to do it cohesively. So let me get the ones that you haven't seen out of the way. Tigers Are Not Afraid. Tigers Are Not Afraid is a freaking amazing film set in Mexico. It's about a kid. It's about this little girl who like basically loses her family, and then she ends up becoming like an orphan because the people were killed because of all the crazy stuff that goes on in Mexico. And then she starts running with like these band of misfits kids and dealing with all the stuff that they've been dealing with. And if you guys are fans of movies like Pan's Labyrinth, then definitely you will like Tigers Are Not Afraid. It's a drama, but it has like some horror elements to it. And because of that, that is a really, really freaking interesting movie. I like it. And if I really would, you guys should definitely check that out. Old Boy was supposed to be on my top 5 list, but since Mr. Del Boy didn't watch the original, I can't use it today. Old Boy is a freaking Korean movie. Huh? What happened?
I'm going to straight away after this.
All right, so Old Boy is a Korean film. You have to watch the Korean one. Do not watch that Spike Lee American crap. You have to watch the Korean one. The Korean one is about Oh Dae-soo, who is a man who's been in prison. He's finally released, and he's trying to find out who captured him. And he has to go through like a series of strange events to reach the conclusion of the film, which is one of the most craziest twists / climactic moments ever. And once you finish watching the Korean movie, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about when you're like, damn, the American one can't hold a candle to this shit. Also, if you guys are into Spanish movies, I would recommend watching The Invisible Guest. That is a very interesting whodunit movie. Trust me when I say that you'll really like it. Also, there's another Spanish movie called El Cuerpo, which means the body. That's another really good movie. Has one of the dopest fucking twists I've ever seen. What else we got? Mirage. If you guys are fans of Donnie Darko and the Butterfly Effect, then definitely you'll like Mirage. It's like Donnie Darko and Butterfly Effect had sex and had a child. That's also a Spanish movie. Let me see. Is there anything else on this list that you probably haven't seen? Oh, Memoirs of a Murder. Have you seen Memoirs of a Murder?
No. Never even heard of
Oh,
it.
wait, Memoirs of a Murderer. That's a Korean movie. That fucking movie is so good, dude. It was like right after Parasite came out. It's the same director. So once Parasite came out, everybody was on a hype train and trying to figure out different movies that he did. So Memoirs of a Murderer basically like caught the attention of, I guess, Criterion, and then what they did was they released it in America because there was no American release for that movie. Very good movie. It's following these detectives trying to solve a murder case in Korea, but it's based on a true story. So like these murders actually took place. Like it was something that was really, really happening. So I think those. Oh, I know you haven't seen this either. This is not Berlin. That's another Mexican American movie. Do you like Depeche Mode and like that kind of techno era rock?
Yeah, I like Depeche Mode back in the 80s. I love that shit. Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
one of
you
their
know, like the
albums.
little synthy rock.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so like also like the Cure, I think. But anyway, yeah, so This Is Not Berlin is based in that era in Mexico. So it's like the synth rock wave in Mexico and how this young man is just trying to maneuver society and like and live how life was lived during that time. It was really an interesting movie. Like it's really interesting. Also, last but not least, Piranhas. Piranhas is a movie, I think it's Italian, but it's like kind of like a coming of age gangster movie. That movie's pretty tight. Also, if you guys like the director for Itchy the Killer, I can't think of his name right now. He did First Love. That's a pretty interesting movie too, about this boxer that finds out that he's gonna die, so he's like living his last day like on some like reckless like 24-hour like journey. It's pretty crazy. But I think that's the only one that you haven't seen. So other than that, I think we're good. So those are my honorable mentions. Do you have
Okay.
any honorable mentions before we go into the actual list? You're like, nah. I see a
About
list.
1,000, but you see, all right. What I'm going to say is, with my list, I want to talk about like the R-rated movies that use the R rating. They're not like trying to be below it. They've not tried to be below the R. They're actually right. We're going to be R rated, so fuck it. Let's be R rated. If you get what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, like they bought
Yeah.
all into it.
Yeah, they didn't try to get the 12 certificate. They thought fuck it, you know. So that's the kind of, now there's a lot, but in the 2000s there's a few, and at the top of my head there's a few honorable mentions, but like we talk about like Inglorious Bastards, you know, that would be an honorable mention sort of thing, and maybe Kill Bill.
Ooh, Kill Bill, that's a good one. A
You
lot
know,
of
like
Tarantino shit is like top five worthy,
I
but
was gonna, do you know, if we'd done an overall everything, I think Pulp Fiction may have been my number one.
oh hell yeah, definitely
You
Pulp
know,
Fiction. I was thinking the
but
same thing. I was like, when we get
so
to
now you've tricked me with the 2000s. This changed, but
once we get to
as
the
I
two,
said,
that's the thing. Once we get below the 2000s, it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. Like, do you
yeah,
realize that it's going to be so fucking
it,
hard
it,
to pick a
it,
2000s movie, like a rated R 2000s movie that's going to be like,
but in my mind, I'm still think no, you tried to be a 12. No, you're trying to be no. I'm gonna go with the films that go right. No, like Tarantino. You might as well just say, look, all number five, all five Tarantino, pretty much in that way.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I mean, I
But
could
I
easily
don't
see
want to do
somebody
that
going.
either. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
want to do that either. And I don't really want to go completely with horror because it's easy to do.
exactly. That's the easy way to do
But
it. You want to know what horror movie was on my list though?
well,
But not like a top five list, but like an honorable mention. Final Destination. That was a pretty good movie. It was fun. Like, is it top five? No, but I mean, I always thought like that movie was like had a pretty original idea. It kind of feels like you're watching something like an episode of the Twilight Zone or something, you know?
yeah, I think you probably got it from there. Do you know?
Yeah, probably.
Um, but shall I start with my number five, or do you want to hit me first with your number
Uh,
five?
should I name some one? All right, so I'm looking at some of them. I got because I wrote down a bunch of decent rated R movies, and I'm gonna name some ones that I don't really feel like deserve to be top five, but like maybe like who knows. So I got like V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta was really good.
It was really good. Not everyone loved it, but I actually did. I thought it was a really good idea.
I love the
Good,
message.
yeah. Not a lot of people. I think, but I do believe that a lot of it was down to how they promoted the film. They promoted the film like it was the next Matrix, because it was the guys who did the Matrix, I think.
Probably, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I think it was, and it was kind of. I remember it coming out, and it was more like the 2005, I think it was, and all these superhero movies were just kicking out. Matrix had just finished, and it was painted up to be some kind of an action superhero film. And there is action in it, but not a hell of a lot. And it's in places, and it's more.
It definitely did feel like an action superhero film, and it made you feel like V was going to be more of a focal point than he was. You know,
Yeah.
Like I thought we were going to be following him like on some like Spawn shit, you know, like running around, watching him throw knives at people, things like that. But that was like one of the first like other than because Spawn was PG-13, so that was like I think one of the first like really dark rated R movies. I think that was like a hero, kind of like an anti-hero kind of thing. That was like that I think of. Or what came out first, Watchmen or that? V for Vendetta came out first, right?
Watchman came out in 2008.
Okay, yeah. So V for Vendetta was like one of the first like gritty,
2005,
grimy like superhero movies. Like that's.
But again, it's borderline not a superhero movie, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, but if we never would have had V for Vendetta, we never would have got Watchmen or fucking The Boys. You know, like we would never get these gritty, dark superhero movies. I mean, technically, like it's kind of like an experiment. You know, like I don't think they wanted to build him up like a superhero because then people wouldn't accept it. But he's become a fucking he's become a very iconic character, especially in like pop culture. You know, because think about it, when the stupid anonymous thing hits, like they wear like the little V for Vendetta mask, like it's become very synonymous with like like overthrowing the government
and John Hurt wasn't John Hurt. You see, John Hurt wasn't it John Hurt?
Who?
He was the
V
government.
Oh, I don't remember.
He was the prime minister. He was the one causing it all.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but it was I just remember that movie was really good. Like I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. Anyway,
another movie. Oh, Watchmen. How do you feel about Watchmen?
I really like Watchmen.
I really like Watchmen too. Do you think it's top 5 worthy?
And we're in the minority here.
Yeah, I know. Watchmen's not appreciated, but that shit was really good, dude.
I know. I'm a big comic fan, big comic book reader when I was younger, anyway. And Watchmen was not what I knew of it, but it wasn't one that I knew of. So I think it benefited me when I watched the film because I don't know the characters at all. So I suppose if you're fucking with the lure of them, then maybe that's why people got pissed off. I don't know. But for me, I liked the idea. I liked what they done, and there was a message in it as well. And I liked the overall story. It was actually, what was it? The 60s, or was it it was the 80s?
Yeah.
And the Cold War was still kicking in, and the guy who was fast, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, you know the story, but it's just he actually created this so the world would come together.
Yeah.
Dismay, and I was like, you know what? I like this. I like Dr. Manhattan. I will swear down. I will defend Superman to the end. He can beat everyone. Every film, I'm like, no, Hulk, no, Dr. Manhattan. I was like, okay.
Oh no, right? That's kind of good. That's kind of different.
Maybe, Yeah. I was like, this guy can do.
These were the gritty times because then we had Sin City, and then we had Spirit, which were movies that kind of like.
I never saw Spirit.
I never saw it either. I heard it was fucking terrible, but
yeah, that's why.
I heard it was really fucking terrible. But I'm just saying, like, if we never would have had V for Vendetta, I don't think we would have had Watchmen, Spirit, or Sin City, for that matter. We might not even have 300. We might not even have 300 because it kind of has like that same aesthetic, like the filming aesthetic.
300 was before Watchmen.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't before V for Vendetta.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I think V for Vendetta is responsible for a lot of these movies that we got just because of the aesthetic of it, just because of how the movie is. I think if that would have never became like kind of like a cult success, I don't think we would have had any of these other films.
Yeah.
But let me see.
It's a tough category because it's a tough category. I mean, it is this whole thing. It's tough, and the ones I will pick, I'll probably change my mind later on.
Yeah, because this is hard, dude. Like I'm looking at it, like all right, these are some like I said, I'm going down my list and I'm eliminating them as I go. So like Phone Booth was enough. Did you see Phone Booth?
Is that with that Colin Farrell?
I think so. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
guy in the he's in the phone booth and there's a sniper
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he tells him he can't get out. Yeah. That was another good movie. I really enjoyed that movie. But
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
top five worthy? Hell no. But I think it deserves an honorable mention, you know?
yeah. No,
Like I said,
definitely.
I'm just
Uh,
I was going through the list and I'm writing these things down. I'm like, oh, that was a good movie. This was a good movie. That was a good movie. But then as I'm looking at the list, I'm like, there's shit on this list that tops this like ridiculously. So, you know, what do you got? You got anything?
I'm trying to stay away from horror.
The Django was good, but I think
Well,
that there's movies
actually,
better than that.
Django is in my top five.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
keep that because we could debate that later. Um, what about Gladiator or The Last Samurai?
No,
No.
because because Gladiator over here isn't an R rating. It's a 12.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, right. And I don't feel, even though it's good, I don't feel it used its. It could have been bloodier. Like look at Braveheart. That all that on that fighting scene, all you see is hands, limbs, heads, blood everywhere. He was covered in blood.
I
They
mean, you
used.
did see people get decapitated and dudes
Oh,
spitting
you
all the
do, but
blood.
it's just very quickly. You know, it's not gory.
Look,
I feel
I'm not
like
going
they
to
could
debate
have
you
went
about the whole
more.
gore thing. I mean, we going over the movie's rated R. It's a good movie. Does it deserve a slot on this list?
It deserves a slot on a list,
Like
but
a
I don't
top 10
give it
list,
one.
huh?
Yeah, but not quite.
Top
It
five?
doesn't. If you're going full on, you're going fuck it. We're R rated. Let's show. I mean, I don't even think there's anyone naked in it. Like, you know what I mean? There's 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 not much.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there was a naked person there, but I could be
I've
wrong.
seen that film a lot, and as
Okay.
far as I know, no.
You're a connoisseur of nudity, got you.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. All right, so fine.
So no, my point is that it's just even though it was good and it maybe deserves to be R rated, I feel like if they didn't all right go all out, like we'll say Braveheart, which is a 15 over here, which is higher than the 12.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
that went full on, like you remember the bit you said you saw it recently when he broke through a house when someone was asleep and he got a big chain with a ball on the end, just smashed it in his head.
yeah, yeah.
You know, like that wasn't on Gladiator. You see a bit where he cuts the guy's head off briefly, but all you see is the head fly up and he, hey, you entertained. You know, that I mean, it's still good, but I'm just saying they didn't go all out. So that's why it's not hitting the
That's we can debate that. We'll see.
oh, it's just I'm trying to keep it in categories where it
Let's
definitely
see how
is
our
that.
list shapes out, and then we'll place things accordingly. Because these are just ideas that I'm throwing out, like you know. Because then maybe I might be like, well, shit, this movie's better than that movie. Because we're just going with the
We
title.
haven't even started with the categories yet.
I
We're
know
arguing
we
about.
haven't, but I'm just saying like we're just because as of right now, if it's rated R, dude, it's in play. Like I'm not
No,
going.
I agree. I 100% agree with you. I understand, but it's just that's why I'll argue with that one where there's ones that are more
Yeah, because
R
I mean,
rated.
there's movies on this list that are fucking amazing, but they're not like bloody or anything. So it's like
Yeah, no, no.
I don't want to debate. Like
You
I feel
see,
like that's a moot
all right, I'll give you an
debating
example.
point.
There's another film. We'll say Basic Instinct. Now I know it's a 90s thing with Sharon Stone.
Oh, the leg
There's not a
crunch.
lot of blood in it, but the film and the tone is a very adult tone.
Yeah,
So it deserves to be an R rated just because there's no blood in it as such. There's a little bit, but it deserves.
that's a
So
90.
I
Isn't
get
that a '90s movie?
it is. I'm just giving you top
Okay.
of my head. It's just it does deserve to be an R rated because of what the drama and the storyline sort of thing. But so I can accept that as an R rated movie. It doesn't all have to be about blood and guts. It's just the tone and the story and what's going on could mean R rating for me. And actually saying that most of mine have a lot of blood in this one, so I can't
Yeah, because
really
you went with. I'm pretty sure you went with like 18 plus for yours. Because again, for audience, the rating systems in the UK and America are very different. We have G, PG, PG-13, and then rated R, and then there's like the other one that never gets used. And then they have what?
we have a we got U, PG, PG-12. You could say it's a PG-13. We've got 15, 18.
Yeah, see, they have like that extra one in the middle.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, after speaking to you with the last year or so, I've become to realize how you guys, I thought it was going to be the other way around. It feels like you guys get an R rated a lot easier than we do. Do you know?
Yeah, because we don't have that one in the middle. So
Yeah, that
like
one
what
in the
was Venom? What was Venom for you guys? Let There Be Carnage. 15?
no, I don't. I think it's a 12.
Okay, that's crazy. 12?
Exactly, a 12A or a 12, which should
I
be
mean, I could
PG
see it
13.
because the Venom Where Us was PG-13, so I guess. Yeah, you guys have that middle one, so that kind of like filters out the ones that are like you're like, oh, I can see why this was rated R, but this could have been a PG-13 movie, like because there's certain things that dictate it, like certain profanity, certain maybe like a percentage of nudity in a movie. Those are things that kind of dictate if something's going to be PG-13 or rated R. It's like a lot of little ideas. But I don't want to deviate too much into the grading system. Let's
No, I am going with, we'll say 15 to 18.
That's
I'm
cool.
sticking because your 15 is similar to ours. If I stick to 18, it's going to be like, yeah, we're gonna argue till it's gonna be silly.
How did you feel about the butterfly effect?
I really enjoyed it. You could probably tear it apart
Yeah, of
as
course.
such
Would you do that with almost any
because
movie?
it makes no sense in a sense. Just read a diary and you go back. But I am not a big fan of Ashton Kutcher at all.
I'm not either. I don't like him.
It's because of he apparently he's like a big baby in real life,
Yeah.
and he's a bit of a pain in the ass. But seeing that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only movie that has like redeeming qualities for Ashton Kutcher.
I think it's the only movie because what fucked him up even more is when didn't he take over from Charlie Sheen from Two and a Half Men or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like you're stepping into some big old boots there, you know what I mean? And it's just no.
Now this is a very interesting movie that I recently had you watch, and I know that you loved it, and I don't think that you're going to see this coming. But how do you feel about Summer of '84 getting put on the top 5 list?
When was that made?
2018. It's 2000s and up, like from 2000 all the way to
Yeah, no, you keep
2021.
forgetting because you know what? It's true. It's summer of '84, but I'm thinking '80s. But it's that good. It was that good. And just for people who are watching this, if you haven't seen that film, because I hadn't seen it, not even heard of it, Summer of '84, and if you like films like It, Goonies,
Disturbia.
Stand By Me,
If you like
holy shit,
Disturbia, it has very
it's that
Disturbia
good.
vibes.
It's good. It's really good. It's got everything you want. '80s kids horrors. What Nintendo I think they were playing or Atari or just
That movie is
everything. The
tight.
music, the babysitter, the lot, everything. It's a really good movie. But
Is it top 5 worthy?
No.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the fun thing. I like discussing these movies and like basically like because when we talk about some movies, I'm like, oh my god, I remember that movie. It was like this and it was like that. Because I remember, okay, the reason I found out about this movie is I was looking at random trailers one day and I see this trailers of Summer '84. I'm like, this looks like a fucking amazing movie. Like, where can I watch this movie at? And it was in theaters a while ago and I couldn't find it. And I was just like, I just so happened to be on Amazon. And Amazon had the DVD and I ordered it like immediately. I'm like, hell yeah, I need this, So I ordered it, watched it, loved the damn movie. And then me and you touched bases. We've been cool for like almost like 2 years already. And I was like, oh, hey, like, you should watch this movie because Derek always asks me like, hey, what's a good movie I should watch? And I recommended him Summer '84. He loved it, So, but Summer of '84 is a fucking great movie. So is it like, I can't praise this movie enough, even though it's not going to be on the top 5 list. The Guest, I just put him on freaking UK 4K. Looks amazing, beautifully
another movie
mastered. The Guest is another amazing one. Let's see what else. Good. I'm trying to think about because I'm eliminating things as I go down my list. I only want things that I know. Wolf of Wall Street. How did you feel about Wolf of Wall Street?
Shocked about how good it was.
It was really good, right? That movie.
I thought it was going to be, buy and sell like Wall Street. And I didn't watch it when it first came out. And I saw it a couple of years later and I was like, this film is not about drugs. This has got nothing to do with anything but drugs and strippers
That
and Margot
cast
Robbie
was
playing
amazing, by the way.
everything.
That cast is amazing. I feel like everybody in that fucking movie brings it. All right.
Everyone, like, do you know, like, some of the greatest scenes? I mean, you know, I don't want to go on about it too much, but you know that scene where they took, what was it? They were taking lemons or something. They were calling it lemons or whatever.
Oh,
And
Quaaludes.
where, yeah, and he got some that were like, the older they are, the better they are.
Better. Yeah.
And they took these, and it weren't working. So they spent like what, hours and hours trying to work out or try and get it going. Didn't go. Then he's telling the story of how something happened, and then it kind of re-showed the other version of what really happened when he was driving the Lamborghini,
Yeah.
and when he was on the phone, you know, and he was trying to call, because he was saying, yeah, and I drove back real slow and I got home and everything was fine. No, it showed the car was fucked. What a great film. Loved it. I've watched it actually about 2-3 times in the last couple of years. It's
So,
actually really fun. It's funny.
it's a good movie. I love it. Wolf of Wall Street
Yeah.
is low-key like a guilty pleasure. Like I said, that movie has a fucking amazing cast. That's one of the rare movies where it feels like 90% of the cast brings it.
Didn't Jonah Hill
Jonah Hill's in
win
that.
something for that?
Didn't he what?
I
Probably.
think he won something for that.
Probably. Have you seen mid-90s with Jonah Hill's director debut? Mid-90s? It's a pretty good movie. Not top 5 worthy or anything, but I'm just bringing it up because it was a good movie. All right, look, this is the hard part for me. So, like, honestly, the ones I have left on my list, I can't fucking pick. I really can't. Like, I can't make a fucking list out of this. So, what about it? How about I list them off, and you tell me which ones you think don't deserve to be on this damn list? Would that be fair? All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna say them, and then you just do it afterwards.
I will.
I got Pan's Labyrinth. Have you seen that movie, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Pan's Labyrinth, No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, The Departed, Joker, Nightingale, Parasite, The Revenant, I Saw the Devil, and Donnie Darko. Oh yeah, we could take off Train to Busan. I know that's not gonna be top 5. So that's what I got. Which one do you think does not belong on this list?
First of all, Departed was going to be my number 5.
Okay, so that stays. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
All right, pick which one does not belong.
All right, so I was going to say is, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't know this until a few hours ago, that, you know, the Joker is the highest
grossing rated R film.
I never knew that, actually.
That's on my top 5 list for sure. I'm just letting you know that now.
I thought it would be. I was going to say was, all right, you have to read some of them out to me again.
All right, so I'm gonna do it again. Pan's Labyrinth, No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, The Departed, Joker, Parasite, Nightingale, The Revenant.
Nightingale, I haven't seen.
You did. You watched it. I told you to watch it. With the girl, dude, with the movie with the baby. She's Irish, I think, and then she's sitting.
Oh yeah. And I forgot before as well. Yeah.
No. I know you didn't like that movie that much, so I already know that you're probably going to target that one.
No, and Joker, no.
Oh, you don't think Joker belongs on the list?
No.
Woo! We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's debate Nightingale. All right, so look, I'm semi with you on Nightingale. I'm gonna just tell you what I liked about the movie, and I mean, I know the movie.
Actually, now that I'm thinking of a couple of scenes, it's coming back to me. I don't think it should be on the list, but you know what? It did use the R-rated certificate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that scene was one of the fucking most hardest scenes to watch, and I remember, because I had to track down the movie theater to watch this fucking movie at. I'm being honest, I had to track down the movie theater to watch it at, and we ended up watching it in Hollywood. And I remember when that scene happened, like the fucking theater, like you hear gasps and you just hear complete silence, and then like everybody was feeling it. And the one thing I like about that movie is the realisticness of it, because not everybody's a fucking killer. Like, I hate when I fucking watch these movies and it's a revenge movie, and all of a sudden this person's like, I'm out for fucking blood. I won't stop until I kill all of you. After she killed that first person and she realized what the fuck killing somebody and taking somebody's life was, she didn't want to do it no more because she realized she didn't have the heart to keep doing it. And that's real. Not everybody's a fucking killer, no matter how mad you get. You could be pissed off, you could be motivated. She was motivated as hell. And when she killed that first person, she realized, you know what, this ain't for me. And if it wasn't for Billy telling her, like, hey man, you know what, like we gotta get to a safe place, you know, we gotta fulfill whatever the hell it is. You already paid me to do this, I'm gonna take you all the way. I'm with you, I'm gonna protect you, all that good shit, you know. So the development between those two characters, the fact that Billy has zero to fucking no acting experience whatsoever, and he did a pretty damn good job. The ending of the movie, the little songs and shit that be singing, the score, the movie's a really fucking tight movie. The only reason I'm even considering not keeping it on this list is because after rewatch, I didn't have as much fun rewatching it as I did the first time. Like when I rewatched it again, it kind of dragged, and I feel like a movie that's like top 5 worthy, I shouldn't feel like it's dragging on a second watch. I should be able to watch it all the way through and have just as much as fun as I did the first time. Like, you know, I felt the runtime a little bit more during the second viewing than I did the first, but it is a fucking magnificent film, by the way. So that's the only reason I'm a cop out to taking it off the list, because I feel like because of that second viewing, it didn't hit as hard as it did the first. So that's the only reason I'm even considering taking off the list. But it's a fantastic film. And you want to know what's crazy? People are barely figuring out about this movie. And you know why? Shit's on Netflix now. I've been seeing people in numerous horror groups, including Horror Resurrection. People brought it up. Oh, have you guys seen Nightingale? Brutal movie. Da da da. You know, and it's a good movie, and it's by the same director that did Babadook, that fucking movie with that annoying fucking kid. But yeah, so I'll take Nightingale off the list. But what else you got? What else? All right, we'll debate Joker, bro. We'll keep that. We'll save that for a rainy day. Want me to read it again?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
All right. So now we got Pan's Labyrinth, No Country for Old Men.
Maybe it definitely is an R-rated movie. It does. So okay, what's the next one? That's definitely
There Will Be Blood, The Departed, Joker, Parasite, The Revenant, I Saw the Devil, and Donnie Darko.
I could live with I Saw the Devil. Revenant, you see, all right, so just so you know, the list is not only is it R-rated, it has to be special for me.
The Revenant was fucking special.
I thought it was really good, but the ones that I like in my head are better than it. More rewatchable.
Is there anything on now look, first and foremost, a cinema let me see. Okay. Give me a movie that I did not list that's better than The Revenant.
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
You're fucking lying. Anyway, you can't even say that looking into
Let me see.
Or is
what's better than it?
Or are the things that I named all on your list?
All right, I preferred Django to that.
Oh, fuck no. Hell no.
Yeah, I prefer Django.
Man, look, first of all, you want to know why I'm going to fucking dispute that? Because even though I like Django, Jamie Foxx's performance as the fucking lead wasn't all that great. At least The Revenant had a fucking a cast.
No, but what's the German guy? He is brilliant, and so is Leonardo.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good on actually.
But your lead,
he was on the last list, wasn't he?
But your lead was meh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least The Revenant had a dope ass score. It had fucking dope ass cinematography, dope ass shots. It was, dude, that's a cinematic movie.
All right. The problem I have is with Revenant is that I saw it once, and it was when it came out, and I haven't seen it again. Maybe I need to rewatch it. It's just I've
only seen Revenant twice, and I've seen Django a shitload of times, and I can still tell you that Revenant.
All right, no, I just remember enjoying it, but I think maybe that
opening shot in The Revenant, that pan, like the overlook over the fucking the foresty area and shit. Come on, man. Like that movie felt like I was really with Leonardo DiCaprio tracking through like the snow in the wilderness and trying to hide from the blizzard and going into the fucking bear skin.
The only thing I remember is he hiding in some animal, and then
that whole movie was nothing more than a fucking huge climax. Like you're watching the whole movie, like you feel like it did such a good job at building tension and making you want Leonardo to get to his destination and do what he needed to do. Like,
But I didn't want Tom Hardy to die, and now I've seen Venom, I changed my mind.
yeah, right? You're like, I can live without you now. But
Yeah,
that movie has a fucking amazing cast, and like I said, everybody rocked it in that movie. I think Revenant, without a shadow of a doubt, is
but I
better
will
than
say
fucking
what I
Django.
remember of it. It did use the R rating.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What I remember of it. It's
yeah.
just I can't. It's just it's unfair for me to say, oh yeah straight away when it's kind of a bit.
You could now. I'll give you the freebie if you can name something. If you could give me a better movie on my list than The Revenant, I'll take that. But it has to be four. You have to say without a shadow of a doubt the four or five movies on my list or whatever I've named are without a doubt better than Revenant.
Well, what I would think is better than Revenant. Okay,
because you said Django, and I'm disputing that. There's no way in hell Django's better than Revenant. I can't even. Revenant has an all-around.
Departed is better than Revenant.
Okay, I think I could agree with you there. Departed's on my top 5 list, so it just depends on where it goes.
See, I was.
What's on your okay? Let's start off like this. What's your number 5?
I've got about 3 number 5s. Right?
See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard.
I don't know which one, but I'm gonna go with Django. I'll go with Django.
Fuck no. Yeah. Any of the movies that I named are fucking better than Django.
I think what's the problem is that I came into this with everything below 2000, so I'm trying to.
You're making it up as you go, dude. Yeah, look.
I've got a few.
Pan's Labyrinth is better than fucking Django.
Another one I can't remember that well.
No Country for Old Men is better than fucking Django. There Will Be Blood is better than Django.
You know what? I'm
Departed is better than Django.
I'll give you that.
Parasite is better than Django. Like, come on.
I don't know that.
What?
I don't. Nah.
Fucking Parasite is like dude. Parasite.
All right.
Fucking cool.
Django. I get what you're saying about Jamie Foxx. Still think he was all right, but on Django, we got Leonardo's villain, who is literally for the second half of the movie. We've got the German guy. Oh God, his name will do my head in. Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. The dude that he's with. I forgot his name.
Right. You got Django. You've got the whole scene at the dinner table that just goes on for ages, but you can't take your eyes off it. You've got the kills. It is overly bloody, but we're talking about every time he took a shot, someone exploded. We're talking about we are using the R-rated.
Is Django even a fucking top 5 Tarantino film? That's what I'm saying. Like Django is.
Yeah, I know, but you see, I'm stuck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'm stuck with the 90s.
If we were talking like Pulp Fiction, then I would be like, okay, I'm gonna bow out to you because Pulp Fiction has a fucking dope ass cast from beginning to end. Everybody hits. The fucking music is dope. The fucking storyline is tight.
Well,
everything's cool. Django is a fucking fun film. It's dope, but it's a fucking popcorn movie.
That's
you're saying that Parasite. I mean, Django is better than Parasite, and it's not.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's not. Hell no.
Yeah, I just
look. You have to look at the story of Parasite. There is no fucking story that you've ever seen in American cinematography history that is anywhere near the storyline that was in Parasite. I've never seen any fucking storyline ever like that, just based off of originality.
I just enjoyed Django a lot.
I mean, I understand that, but which one is
Tarantino's? My second favorite Tarantino movie is The Hateful Eight.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't enjoy that the first time I watched it. I gotta rewatch it.
That is the thing, pretty much. That film is the thing. That's what I was the thing.
Look, but what I'm saying is, we're talking about a film overall.
But
I mean, every aspect of the film needs to hit. We're not talking about like, I enjoyed this more. Like, I just have a better time with it. We're just talking about which one is a better film. Parasite's a better film. All right,
look. Revenant, acting wise, cinematography wise, scope, it won an Oscar. Didn't he win an Oscar for it?
I don't give a fuck about awards.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, all right, you're right. Django's a popcorn film, but it's, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to popcorn, it used the R rating like, well, we're going full out here. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I
That's the
get
way I'm
that.
looking at it.
But
They
at the
went for
same,
the right
but you're
fucking
then look, but then you're comparing it. Look, really think about this. You have a movie where there's a slave who gets freed by a German dude, and he ends up wanting to get his wife. Becomes like this love story. They go back, find this, make this elaborate plot to free his wife. He's also a bounty hunter, gets his own money and shit like that. Frees his wife, ends up in a predicament, and has to go into this like
What are you
superhero
trying to say?
showdown
It's not an original
at the end
story.
of the movie. Well, I mean,
Ish.
it's not like the hugest fuck. It's not overly original. It's like whatever, right? And then you have Parasite. You have a poor family rising up in the ranks and trying to fucking crawl out of poverty, who end up hustling this
No,
family.
it's good, but I just don't think it was special. I thought it was good.
It's not
No, I just
special.
didn't. No, I thought it was good. It was a
Oh
different
my
story.
god!
I just didn't think it was special. I don't find it had rich rewatchability like Django.
Parasite. Okay, look, because Django is a popcorn movie. Of course,
That's what I'm going with.
Because of course it's going to be like you're going to rewatch it. It has replay value because of
So I'm
popcorn
going with
alone.
films that I.
But we're talking about the top 5 best rated R movies. Because if that's the case,
all right.
what are we going to do? We could throw Watchman, V for Vendetta, Django. What else? We could throw it on this goddamn list. Like, come on, man. Like, you could, like, if you're really going that route, then we're going to
actually, I was considering putting it.
Get the fuck out of here. I will throw something.
You know what, right? It's just because it's R-rated and it's a popcorn movie. I wasn't going with like
dude, there's too many good rated R movies for you to be picking these popcorn films. Like, There Will Be Blood is better than Django. It's better than
okay.
Oh, nah, don't you do that.
It's just it is in a sense where it's a story where you're engulfed in. It's like you're traumatized watching it, sort of thing, and the acting is good. It's just, again, it's not quite the popcorn movie that I was.
We're never gonna move on from this. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am not bowing out to this. Fuck that. For number 5, I'm letting you guys choose. Either it's fucking Django or it's Parasite.
Django.
Nah, fuck that. And don't give me that bullshit, everybody. Look, I want you to really tell me.
I thought you were saying The Revenant at number 5 over Parasite.
And you know what though? I'll pick Revenant because fucking Parasite's way better than fucking Revenant. Well, to me.
What?
Yeah. I'm going that route.
Really?
Off a storyline, fuck yeah, dude. Parasite is the shit. And I'm not riding. Look, and here's the bullshit though. And I'm not riding off that Hollywood hype shit. I'm not riding off of that, they won award shit. I saw fucking Parasite before all that hype shit happened. I saw Parasite in a fucking little ass movie theater in Hollywood that everybody goes to watch indie movies. Anybody that knows me on a personal level knows I watch indie movies all the fucking time. I saw Parasite months before that shit got hyped. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit about people talking about, well, you're just riding on the Hollywood hype. Fuck that bullshit, bro. I saw the shit before it came out.
He's riding on the Hollywood hype.
Fuck out of here. You don't know nothing. Anyway, look, how about this? Y'all pick Revenant or Django at number 5. All right. Fuck it then. I'm going at number 4. What you got to beat Parasite? I'll put Parasite at 4. What do you got to beat it?
American Psycho.
Now you know what? I want to switch that. I'm just to spite you, I'm gonna drop Parasite even lower on my fucking list.
Okay.
Number 4, I'll put Joker to fucking beat your American Psycho. Ha! Take that.
Okay. You see, I came into this unprepared, right?
American Psycho? Wait, and then what year did that come out?
It was 2002, 1.
You sure?
I'm sure it was not the 90s. Oh my god, I'm sure. You know what? Normally, it was 2000.
I think it was 2000 on the dot, but let me see. American Psycho 2 came out in 2002. See, look, 2000. You got lucky. It was right on the money. I knew it came out in 2000. But anyway, American Psycho or Joker? Fuck you. Joker wins. I think Joker wins that easily. You have the money, right? For Christ's sake.
I don't know. See, for me, it doesn't.
Are you really going to give me this?
Doesn't use the R rating as.
What do you mean it doesn't use the R rating? He basically smashes somebody's head in. He blows fucking Robert De Niro's head off. He shoots all the guys in the train. Come on.
I'm just
Dude,
seeing if it no, because I don't think it's I think it's a 12A over here.
I don't give a fuck what it is over there.
Yeah.
We're talking about American rated R movies, dude.
That's why I wasn't going with
You
that. I'm
knew
like,
this
you know
movie
what?
came into it. I told you, Google rated R movies so you can have an idea of what it is. American rated R movies are way wider, have a much wider broadband than what you would consider like a UK rated R, which would be like 18 or whatever, right? We have more to work with. That's why I told you to look up the American rated R movies. Joker's an American rated R movie. We're running with that shit. It is the highest grossing fucking rated R movie so far. You cannot top that. Like, what's going to top? You're going to really challenge that with American Psycho? As much as I love Patrick Bateman, as much as
I'm gonna have to change my whole list. You know that.
You said what?
I'm gonna have to change my whole list.
That's because I told you what we were doing.
Yeah, but I was gonna go with like
at least you're gonna be
kind of
prepared for the 90s
type thing, not like award-winning.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, what's a better film? Like, if I said, what's the best?
No,
top
better
5
film. No, Joker's better than American.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're just talking top 5 like films, you know, like top 5 rated R movies. Like, if you really put these two movies up against each other, like, you know, like who's gonna come out on top? Like, Joker's gonna come out on top.
Because, so where are you going with Joker then?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Joker for 4. Fuck it.
Okay.
So you bowed out?
Joker's yeah, no. If we're going with a better movie, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can sit there and say like, yeah, American Psycho uses its thing.
It does, but I mean, it really.
I mean,
does,
to a degree, I wanted to see him drop that chainsaw on that girl's head though, but we didn't get to see that.
No, but
that fucking sucked, bro. That was like dumb. Like, I thought that was like, I was so pissed about that. I was like, look, man, you show like they kind of half-ass show kills in that movie. I'm gonna be honest with you, because they kind of show aftermath, really. But
all right. So all right, I'm gonna go with Joker. Yeah, no, it's a better film in general. Yeah.
All right, so we're at a stalemate at number 4. All right, fuck it then. Beat my Parasite at number 3.
Are you going Parasite number 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep dropping it just to fucking spite you, just to be an asshole.
Yeah, well, because I'm a bit fucking behind now with this shit. Because I like the shit that I was gonna go with 28 Days Later and
fuck
stuff like
out
that.
Of all the rated R movies to choose from, you picked 28 fucking Days Later.
Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, it was in my list because it uses and it's 2000s.
But then Train to Busan is a better movie than 28 Days Later if we go on that route.
No,
hell yeah.
No.
Train to Busan is a better movie than 28 Days Later. Fuck out of here.
First of all, 28 Days Later was the film that started this new zombie shit that's still going on.
I mean, of course, I give it that credit, but at the same time, like, are we going to give fucking Blair Witch that kind of credit? Because like,
no, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, any found footage movie.
I don't think Train to Busan used. No, I do think 28 Days Later is better.
No, I'm just saying, like, in general, Train to Busan. I'm not even debating putting Train to Busan on the list because I already took it off. I'm just telling you that Train to Busan is a better movie than 28 Days Later. And Train to Busan is not on my top 5 list.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now I have to read because we're going with like, not so.
Maybe you should have clarified beforehand, but it's all good. I'm pretty, like, you got.
I was gonna go.
At least you still got at least you got Departed in the pocket, so you got that somewhere.
We need to go below 2000.
Nah, fuck that. There's still so many movies to watch. I haven't even used Pan's.
All right.
There Will Be Blood or any of that.
What are we gonna go? So, what was that number 4? All right, what are we gonna go with number 3?
I said Parasite. I don't know what the hell you got going.
I'm gonna go with Hot Fuzz.
Fuck out of here! Oh my god, dude. You're making this too easy for me, man. You're supposed to make this a challenge. You were not prepared at all. You should have asked me for some clarity.
I was prepared, but I didn't go in with the.
I told you. I was like, look, we're doing 2000s and 2000 and 2021, and then we're coming back and then doing the other one. You can even look at the messages. I told you. But anyway, Hot Fuzz is losing, bro. Fuck that movie. Parasite's better than that movie. Let's move on to number 2. What you got for number 2? Because you are not fucking confused.
I'm empty now because I can't go up against
that. Where's Departed at? Departed's at number 1?
5, I think.
Departed was at
It
5.
was at number 5. I'm putting it at number 1 now.
Fuck it. Oh my god.
Let me see.
Damn, dude, you're making this too easy for me.
I probably would have put Wolf
How
of
about
Wall
this?
Street.
Let's just use what I have, and we'll try to scramble the last two together.
No, but I would have used Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I would have used it, but I think I better use it now. So Wolf of Wall Street up against Parasite, because
okay. Thank you. That's better. Yeah. Okay. So so we finally have a matchup for number 3. All right. Cool. Wolf of Wall Street versus Parasite. Oh fuck, that's actually a really good matchup. Good job. You pulled one out of your ass and you saved yourself. That's a good matchup. I still think Parasite takes it. Wolf of Wall Street is a great movie. Fucking dope ass soundtrack. Amazing all around cast. But just the originality of Parasite is just fucking. It's just what puts it over. I see you over there panicking, looking for more movies. I see you. I mean, you better defend this movie or else you're gonna lose, sir. You can't be quiet too long. The originality of Parasite tropes fucking Wolf of Wall Street, bro. Wolf of Wall Street is based off.
I don't know, because you say it's original, but Wolf of Wall Street was not. I was not prepared for that movie.
Wasn't Wolf of Wall Street original? Here's the thing. Isn't Wolf of Wall Street based on somebody's life?
Yeah, I think so, but loosely, isn't it?
That's the thing that always drives me crazy. I feel like biopics or movies like taken like specifically from somebody like biopic type shits, like I feel like they're unfair because I feel like it's not really original. You just kind of taking somebody's life and then throwing it on the film. And then I usually feel that movies that tend to be biopics are automatically going to be pretty good because you're just following somebody's life and then you already have some sort of connection to that person. So, and usually they only make films about interesting people for the most part, That's why I feel like every time a biopic about a musician comes out, like I already know it's going to be good because it's based on the musician's life, like they've done crazy shit. They've had crazy things happen in their life and just the shock value of their experiences is what puts you over. But it's not really an original film because it's based off of somebody's life. It's not like they had to sit down and think like, what's a good twist to this movie? Oh, what's a good this? I think the twist alone in Parasite, the several twists that it takes, I think that alone like trumps Wolf of Wall Street. Like, think about it. You have this poor ass family. One kid swindles his way into a fucking rich household, brings his whole fucking family along. And then from that, it goes into like, they're fucking stealing from this family, like right underneath their noses and shit. And then that shit takes this crazy ass turn at the end of the fucking movie. And then it kind of goes into some like horror realm, like it's a fucking crazy movie, Okay. But, this is honestly debatable. This is very debatable. I still think that Parasite on originality alone, like they're both equally really fucking good movies. But I just think that Parasite trumps it just on originality alone. But if you don't want to bow out, we can let the subscribers decide. What do you want to do?
Let the subscribers decide.
All right, so you guys got another one. What movie is better? Your first selection is between Revenant and what else?
American Psycho.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't for number 5.
Oh, number 5 was Departed.
No, it wasn't. You saved Departed. Damn, dude, you don't even remember what the fuck you were saying.
Yeah, because I'm literally thrown now. I should have come in more prepared than this.
Yeah, because 5 I said Revenant, and you said Revenant was going up against I don't know what.
So I've gone with
was it Revenant and Django? Yeah, it was Revenant and Django.
Django, I went.
Look, how do I remember your shit? I'm not supposed to be remembering your shit. You're supposed to remember your shit. All right, so Revenant versus Django. You guys got to pick what's the better movie. Do not fucking pick the movie that you enjoyed the most. Pick which movie is better.
Pick the movie you enjoyed the most.
Number 4, we went with Joker because Joker trumps fucking American Psycho. I don't even know why you went that route. And then number 3 is between Parasite and Wolf of Wall Street. So you guys are choosing what's the better film, Wolf of Wall Street or Parasite. Now moving in at number 2, what do you got? You don't even know.
I don't have much left. I was gonna.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go with Leprechaun Part 2.
Fuck out of here. I'm gonna help you.
I was gonna go with Saw, but all right.
I'm going to help you out here, sir, because this is
help me out. All right, look, let me go with Saw.
Do any of these movies I have on this thing of Trump Saw, Pan's Labyrinth, No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood.
I was going to go with No Country for Old Men, but I kind of
Look, I'm not allowing. You better switch their number 2 to
no.
Departed.
All right, I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
go with
telling you,
Saw.
switch your number 2 to Departed because I'm not picking Departed for number 1. Departed is a great fucking movie, by the way,
It's
but I'm
really
not
good.
picking Departed at number 1. I think
All right,
that
we'll say
also. Wait,
Departed
let me see.
number
No,
2.
hold on. Let me see something else. There's another fucking low key competitor. Let me see. What is this rated? Another man. Fuck out of here. All right. So yeah. So you going with Departed at number 2?
Yeah,
Have you seen A Place Beyond the Pines?
I have. You got me to watch it recently.
Aha. So I'm gonna go with Place Beyond the Pines just for argument's sake. All right. So Place Beyond the Pines. What's better, The Departed or Place Beyond the Pines?
Departed.
Okay. So I'm almost there with you. I just need a little bit of convincing because I'm not quite convinced
All right.
that
Okay.
is that easy.
Okay.
Because I think that the first act of The Place Beyond the Pines is so fucking good with Ryan Gosling. That first act was really fucking good. The second act was good as well. No, wait, the second act was okay, and then I think that the third act brought it back home together with the whole son and how like.
All right, here we go. I'm good. We're good to go. Okay, I've picked my number 1 ish. All right.
I mean, but we're still debating number 2.
No. So now I'm gonna argue with this. Right now, Above the Pines, beyond is it called Beyond?
The Place Beyond the Pines.
Place Beyond the Pines. Right. When I watched it, I was shocked, and midway I was, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, it is a really good. Would say it's an indie movie.
It's an indie movie for sure.
I never heard. I may have. I'm not sure. I may have heard of it. Ryan Gosling is actually turning out to be a good actor.
Ryan Gosling is really. He's a niche actor. I think they put him in small areas where they feel like he's going to.
Well, yeah, but he's turned down some big, massive roles. Huge. Right? He's turned down a few superheroes, big ones. I think
I can see why he feels like he's above it.
Yeah, he may, but then he's choosing these. They're not choosing, like, he's choosing what he's having, and what he seems to be choosing these ones because he's going more with the story and acting and all that. But what I will say is it was a really good film, but you got Departed, right? So we have a great cast here.
Hell yeah, dude. One of the best.
Jack Nicholson, yeah. Ray Winstone.
Mark Wahlberg.
What's his name? Martin Sheen.
Yeah. And then they got the other fucking guy. I don't know why.
Matt Damon. We got that. What's it? Vera Farmiga.
Yeah.
From The Conjuring.
That movie has a fucking amazing cast. I'm not even on that. And
it's not all about the cast, but first of all, each and every single one of them were on the A game.
Hell yeah, dude.
Was he's even got that meme or whatever it is, or the gif. But Jack Nicholson's on his A game fully. This was like, because he kind of slipped away into other things, but now he's come back here. We got Leonardo and we've got Matt Damon doing this twist thing, which has kind of had you on the edge of your seat. Is he going to know when they're following each other and all that? I feel like it's kind of borderline epic. Borderline. Do you know what I mean?
Dude, The Departed is a fucking amazing.
Yeah. The ending I didn't see coming. Now, apparently, this is loosely based on a true story as well. Can't be all anything.
Oh, yeah, because you said it's based on Whitey Bulger.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese, I forgot to mention, he's directing it. But as I said, like, when it comes to, he's not always been on his A game, but this was him bringing his A game, and it really, I mean, this is not a forgettable film. I think it came out.
It's honestly one of his best films.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely in his top 5, maybe. Do you know?
Top 3.
But anyway, I'll have to go over them. But I know, we'll say Goodfellas is actually my favorite film of all time.
Maybe that could be one of our
but that's the 90s thing. But as I said, no, Beyond the Pines is good, but it's not quite in epic
proportion. It's not in the epic.
And then you're lucky I stalled you out with this one, but it's but look, the only reason I'm even thinking about giving you The Departed is because A Place Beyond the Pines has a runtime of, I think, about 2 hours and a half, and it tells three stories that are intertwined. And I think it does a very good job at that. Now, does it drag? Yeah, it does. You know, it has its moments of dragging. And that's the only reason I'm even considering giving Departed any like leeway over it, because Departed, that shit flows right through. Like, you know, like it's like butter cut right through the movie the whole time. Place Beyond the Pines is a fucking amazing movie. That first act with Ryan Gosling being a bank robber and riding on the bikes and shit like that, intense, man. Intense.
It's all the way up to, well, no spoilers, but you know, until
the third act. Oh, you're talking about the ending of his chapter.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about that. This.
I know I told you about it. Did I? Was that another one?
Yeah, no, it was you. You was telling me to watch it, and I watched it. I was like, so I had no idea. So when his chapter had finished, I was like, huh, what's going on here? Do you know?
Yeah.
I will say, for me, it took a bit of a dive after his chapter.
Exactly, because he was the highlight. His chapter was the highlight of the movie.
And what was his name? Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
he took over from there. And don't get me wrong, he was good. It's just, you're right, I wanted to see more of what was going on with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he really took over the movie. Like Ryan Gosling, his chapter's excellent up here. And although, like, you know, the two chapters afterwards kind of like they're slightly below it, but they just can't peak it. Like, it feels like that first act of the movie is the fucking peak of the movie. And then, although it keeps a steady rhythm throughout the rest of the movie, it never reaches that peak again. But that's the only reason I'm giving you Departed. I'll give you Departed at number 2. And that was me throwing you a bone, sir.
Thank you.
Now, for number 1, what do you got for number 1? Please don't pick some bullshit.
Now, I have 3 number 1s, right? So I'm just going to hit you with what the 3 and why I'm not using it. I was going to go with Drive, but
that's a good movie.
I don't think it's better than Departed.
Exactly.
I actually think it's better than Beyond the Pines. Personally, I think
Drive? Nah, I don't think Drive is very much. I love the soundtrack. I like the movie, but I don't think it's. I think overall as a movie, it's not better than.
I think the full movie is better than the first half of Beyond the Pines, but that's just me.
That's tough.
I do. I think it's and the music is brilliant, but I don't think it's better than Departed, so I can't hit you at number 1, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is the other problem. Now, I was going to go with Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King.
That's not rated R,
isn't it?
I think those movies are PG-13 over here.
All right. Okay. Well,
let me check.
I'm not going to use a trilogy, a third one in a trilogy.
Let me make sure, because I'm.
No, you're probably right.
It's PG-13. That's what I thought.
Well, there you go. Anyway, all right. I'm not going to use that anyway because I don't want to use. It's like one part of a bigger film, so I can't do that. But it is epic. So, what I'm going to go with, and I think this film is fucking amazing, is The Green Book.
Oh shit! Is that rated R? That's a good movie.
Yeah, it should be. If it's not, I'm surprised. But yeah, it should be rated.
I swear, I thought you were about to say The Green Knight. I was about to say no. It's PG-13. You're talking about it's PG-13. You're talking about the movie with the guys driving on the road.
Yeah.
PG-13.
No.
Yes.
You know, it just shows you how well. It just shows you though, really, how well films are made. It makes you feel like you're.
Oh yeah, because the content definitely.
Right, give you like Halloween. I think you watched the film. There's literally no blood in Halloween.
Yeah,
or Chainsaw Massacre, literally zero. But in your brain, like thinking about The Green Book, I'm thinking, oh, that film was pretty fucking tough watching, But now I'm looking.
Let me see. 12 Years a Slave, was that rated R? That was rated R. You can use that.
It was.
I'm gonna be honest with you. 12 Years a Slave was better than Green Book.
I don't know. I really enjoyed The Green Book, but you're right. It's in an epic scale. 12 Year Slave would be more epic. You know, the journey from A to B is it's fucking.
Now look,
You know,
look, we could. How about this? I'm about to 12 Years a Slave. We're gonna throw that on this list, and then also you said Drive. I'm gonna keep Drive on this list just to make it interesting.
I can't keep Drive below 2.
I mean, we can move shit around, but
No, Departed is definitely better than Drive.
all right. So look, how about this? So you're sticking with 12 Years a Slave. So we have 12 Years a Slave, Pan's Labyrinth, No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, and I Saw the Devil. Oh yeah, and Donnie Darko. Which one goes?
I don't love Donnie Darko.
Yeah, I think that's probably like the weakest link on that list. Yeah, Donnie Darko go. What goes next?
I don't know. What would you like to put next?
I think I love Pan's Labyrinth, but I don't think that it's going to be list worthy. So really, I'm in a stalemate between No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, and I Saw the Devil. Those are the three I'm kind of like in a stalemate.
I think Country for Old Men is a little bit more epic than I Saw the Devil, but I enjoy I Saw the Devil more.
Yeah, because if I have to pick between those three, yeah, it's either between I Saw the Devil or No Country for Old Men.
See, you know what I mean? Like,
because There Will Be Blood is a fucking amazing movie, and I'm not taking anything away from the movie.
What's that?
There Will Be Blood is amazing. Movie. I'm not taking anything from it.
It's yeah, it's just not like repeated watching, and it's just all about the acting rather than the story. Because the story, didn't give a shit about that much.
Really, the story was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but
that third act was something else.
He is just good. That's it. What you're watching it for. It's like when you watch Gangs of New York, you forget Leonardo's in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's funny. I've debated this with Jody. He told me, he was like, that's the movie where Leonardo was supposed to bring it and he didn't.
I don't think he did, but he had it's like
he got shitted on by Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, don't give me. He was good, but it's not fair. It's not fair.
Day-Lewis. No, it is fucking fair. This is Leonardo DiCaprio we're talking about. Look at what.
Yeah, but this is when into I think it was 2003.
I mean, look, I get that, but at the same time, Leo had his acting chops. He should have brought that shit. But
no,
I do feel like though. I feel like. Look, I feel like if we have the Leo now, and we fast forward and we take him back in the future and then drop him off over there, I think we would get definitely a different Amsterdam.
Yeah,
I think so.
I agree.
But
I agree.
So There Will Be Blood. I love the movie, but I enjoyed it. Like, they're both great movies, and this is the reason I'm only going off of enjoyability now, because like they're both great movies, but I feel like No Country for Old Men flowed a little bit better. So we have our selections are either 12 Years a Slave, No Country for Old Men, or I Saw the Devil. Which one goes?
See, I Saw the Devil is more of a popcorn movie, isn't it?
Not really. It's a revenge tale, but
it's still...
I wouldn't consider it a popcorn flick, only because it's a tale of revenge and it makes you think. Because I didn't expect for Jang to figure out what was going on and turn the tables on the cop. And then I didn't expect the cop to turn the tables back on him for the third act. You know what I mean? Like, because the way that Jang was fucking shit up, like he was like, oh, I know who you are. I'm about to go fucking take everything away from you just like you did for me. So he was getting ready to do that. And it was like he's just continuing his war against them unknowingly. I think there's something poetic about that. But like I said, I Saw the Devil was a fucking great movie. I think look, how about this? I think I Saw the Devil was better than 12 Years a Slave. And the only reason, maybe it's because I'm fucking maybe it's because I'm so fatigued with slave movies, and I'm so fatigued with I'm fucking serious, man. Harriet, Antebellum, 12 Years a Slave, Roots. Like, I'm so fucking fatigued with slave movies, bro. Django. I'm so fatigued.
I'm only going with 12 Years a Slave is because
Yeah, you're capped out. I get it.
I'm fucked. Yeah, but
You're
you probably
capped out.
wouldn't have been my number one because I still think Departed is better than 12 Years a Slave.
I mean, you know. So
I just find it more rewatchable. But saying that 12 Years a Slave isn't like, oh,
we have going up against
what should I? Let's watch this and get some popcorn. It's not really. It's
what did we
quite
have
hard
going
to
against? What did we have going against Departed? Or did we agree on the? We agreed on Departed. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
So do you want 12 Years a Slave to go up against? Oh no, I wouldn't go up against it. What do you want it to go up against? Place Beyond the Pines, and we bring it back to life.
No.
Nah, all right. So leave it as it is. All right. So 12 Years a Slave. I Saw the Devil.
I don't think
No Country for Old Men. I think the only one that we're going to agree on is No Country. I think that we can both agree that No Country for Old Men probably is going to be the number one, right?
Yeah.
Even though in my honest opinion, I feel like I Saw the Devil is better than 12 Years a Slave.
I find that it's more fun. I Saw the Devil.
It's just
uses the R rating, but now that we're going to
films, bro,
great movies, I think Country for Old Men is more epic.
If you would have seen fucking Old Boy today, like I asked you to, I would have used the Old Boy instead of I Saw
the Devil ain't good until it gets an American remake. So that's all I'm saying.
Fuck out of here. American remake is gonna ruin it. You already know.
Oh, speaking of which,
Train to Busan.
Did you hear about the news?
Yes, Train to New York or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Last Train to New York.
That's fucking terrible. But anyway, I don't even want to talk about that shit. That shit's fucking depressing. So we're just gonna run with the No Country for Old Men at number one.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Meeting adjourned. All right, so at number 5 we have Django versus the fuck was Django going against? Revenant. Django versus Revenant. You guys are deciding that.
Django.
Number 4, what do we have? Joker. Number 4 was Joker because you picked fucking American Psycho like an idiot.
Yeah, all right, no.
So yeah, so 4 is Joker.
Yeah.
3's Parasite versus what? What did you pick?
Wasn't it Departed twice?
No, because Departed goes to number 2.
I know, but didn't I pick it twice? No, I think it was Wolf. Oh God, I can't remember. Literally gone out of my head.
Whatever. Parasite at number 3. Parasite for the win.
Parasite wins. No, hold on. What was it?
Number 2 was Departed, and then number 1 is No Country for Old Men. But Parasite was going against something. I don't remember what it was. Hey. Fuck. What was it?
I know. Yeah, no, I was trying to argue about it then, but like,
fuck, what was it?
God, this needs to be edited.
Nah, fuck, I'm leaving this shit. Anyway, all right, so y'all heard it. Y'all know what it is. Y'all write it down while you're watching this video. Anyway, so this is our top 5. This is the most craziest top 5 ever. Please join us again next week. We're going to do the top 5 of the 90s, or 99 all the way down to whenever.
All right, so the next video, I'm coming in with my guns loaded.
Please do, because this video.
This I apologize because I read it wrong. I was going of all time.
You came with your pants down, sir.
And it's my birthday. Give me a break, you know.
Not bad. Nah, your birthday gift is. You look. I spared you. The embarrassment.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I threw you freebies.
Doing birthday stuff.
I threw you freebies. What the fuck was that number 3? Well, anyway, I don't know. Well, whatever it is, Parasite's a better film.
Comment below and let us know what number 3 was, please. But yeah.
So that's our list. Let us know if you agree or disagree. Tell us what's your top 5 rated R list. You know, that'll be pretty cool and interesting to see. And until next time, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Make sure you subscribe to my boy Del Boy's Movie Mash channel. Also, The Third Reel, where he reacts to different TV shows and movies, etc., etc. I'm on there sometimes. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You're already here. So hit the subscribe button, the like button, all that good stuff. I just hit 500. So let's keep it growing over here. You already know what it is. And
I want to get there.
And we'll see you guys next time. Adios.
Yeah.